Hi, I'm Felipa, and today is day 125 of my 365-day commitment to complete reading this Bible. So it is January 3rd, 2026. We start with Psalm number 33, where David praises God for his goodness and providence, saying that the word of the Lord is right. He made the heavens, he is the host of everything. He gives us counsel, the sea, the waters, all the men, all of the habitations of our earth. There is no one like him, and we need to fear him, and that he provides for us, and that we need to hope in him. In Psalm 34, David praises God at all times, and he says that we need to fear God, trust him, hearken unto him, depart from evil, and to always remember that the eyes of the Lord and the ears of the Lord and the face of the Lord is always watching us, listening to us, witnessing everything that we are. In verse 19, it says, "Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all." I really like this because it's saying that even if you are righteous, it doesn't mean that you're free from afflictions, but the Lord will deliver you out of all of them. So I like this because it almost makes me think that, the wicked have afflictions, but God doesn't deliver you out of them, but for the righteous, he does. In Psalm 35, David appeals to God for justice. And I like verses 7 and 8 where it says, "For without cause they have hid for me their net in a pit, which without cause they have digged for my soul. Let destruction come upon him at unawares, and let his net that he hath hid catch himself. Into that very destruction let him fall." So David's talking about his enemies, and he's saying the very pit that they digged for his soul, so the very afflictions that they kind of put on him, let that net catch them, so that very destruction lets them fall. So essentially, the problems that they try to create for others, that they end up being problems that they create for themselves. And so David appeals to God for justice, and he says, take out my enemy, and let them regret the day that they came after me. In Psalm number 35 or 36, David proclaims God's steadfast love, and he talks about how God is merciful, how he is righteous, how he is always there to see the iniquities and the mischief, and he is there to love those that have loving kindness and who are righteous, and who have a right heart. And in verse 9 it says, "For with thee is the fountain of life, in thy light shall we see light." Really like this because it's even saying that we don't even see light unless we're in the light of God. So that's it for day 125. Tomorrow is January 4th. I start on day 126 on Psalm 37, where David contrasts the godly and the wicked. Thank you so much for listening.